Hello, Kevin. I did see a message earlier in here for Charlie. I don't know what Charlie's up to. She said hi earlier, like an hour ago. Her message isn't in here anymore. Anyways, yeah. What are you doing over there? Is it a paint pen?
Kind of really shining paint.
We used to use those in.
Very expensive.
Hey, Erwin, how are you? We used to use those paint pens back in high school.
So this is different.
Yeah. It's different. Erwin, you remember? Did you remember paint pens?
It's different.
It's not that different. It's still a pen that paints.
It's liquid.
Liquid paint.
It's liquid. Like it's not like it.
It was good, Stephen. It was super, super, super quick. It's just I'll go back to that real quick, but actually the membership thing, yeah, I have the option of doing it every month, giving away 10 free ones for a month. So it'll lapse after a month, but I don't know. We've got some fun behind the scenes stuff that I've thrown on there, Erwin. But Stephen, we actually we had a good time. We showed up there early on Saturday morning, met up with Colt from Citizens Magnet Fishing, and me and my son went magnet fishing with him for a couple hours. And I pulled like a really rookie move. When I left Cape Cod, I totally forgot all my GoPro equipment. So I literally had to run to Best Buy, get one with all the accessories, and that way I could film. I was just going to do everything on my phone, and I was going to get a chest mount for my phone. Best Buy didn't have a chest mount. I went to a Walmart that was right next to my son's work. Target didn't have a chest mount. No one had a chest mount. That would have saved my life and saved me hundreds of dollars. But luckily, I was able to return the camera because, unlike the GoPro that I have that I can use batteries for, this one that I had bought to use while up there, for some reason, only charges. It doesn't take batteries. It's honestly one of the stupidest designs I've seen. Why have a camera that you can't put a battery in? That doesn't make much sense. So, but anyways, went magnet fishing with them, and next day was pretty jam packed. We went out, had breakfast. My son took us to a trail that was really, really cool. Had some waterfalls, but might actually have been yeah, yeah, she does. That phone would fit, right? No, but funny enough. So when we went to hike, we had what would you call it? An incursion with a Karen. We had gone and we had checked the parking lot, the first parking lot, the main parking lot, and there was nothing. So we decided to drive up the street, and there was nothing there either. So we were like, you know what? Let's bounce one more time and just do one more loop around the original parking lot. And sure enough, there was somebody gone, but there was somebody standing in the spot. And that's not how stuff works in the real world. You don't just get to stand in a spot and block every car that comes into the parking lot to park. So I went to go pull in, and this lady wasn't budging. We grabbed all of our phones in hopes of some sort of viral moment happening, because we were going to catch it on various phones from different angles. This lady made some really stupid comment, but after helping her to understand the stupidity, she did eventually move out of the way. And I parked my car, and she didn't do anything to it, of course, because that would have been stupid. But yeah, we did that. And then what did we do after that? Oh, we went to like an animal sanctuary / zoo, where they rescue animals that have maybe been abused, or maybe some idiot goes by as a tiger as a cub and then realizes when the thing gets big that It's not a tiny baby kitty anymore. It's an actual full-blown tiger. So anyways, this zoo sanctuary place was only about a half hour outside of Augusta, and it was really awesome. We got to see some crazy animals that I've never seen before. Camels. What else did I see?
Right?
Yeah, we saw a snake in the wild. That wasn't at the zoo though. I'm sure there were snakes at that zoo. We just didn't see them. There were a whole bunch of birds that were talking like macaws and stuff like that. It was a pretty neat place. But Stephen, unfortunately, it was only a really quick trip. So Sunday morning we had to leave because both my son and I were looking like hippies and we had to get haircuts. And my barber, you being here in Yarmouth, I'm sure you know that we go to Ray and Sons, and Chris at Ray and Sons, who now owns it, because his dad retired, but he does by appointment only. He's probably the only barber I know of that does by appointment only, and he's super difficult to get a hold of. So yeah, we had to make it back because my son starts school next week, and he was looking like more of a hippie than I was. But yeah, that was pretty much our weekend. It was good. I did get to meet my son's girlfriend, who is going to be moving in with him soon. So that was kind of an important thing, to meet her. Um, yeah, that was really it. It's unbelievable, Erwin. I'm telling you. Um, Barbershops you used to just walk in, sit down, wait in line, first come, first serve. But the thing is, Chris is actually a lot younger than some of the barbers that work in that shop, and so he does younger styles, and he's a little bit better with certain types of cuts. So he definitely, I think people got frustrated with people waiting for him. There would literally be two or three barbers with nothing to do, and there were 10 people sitting waiting for Chris to cut hair. Um, I don't know. Regardless, he is the hardest appointment to get on Cape Cod. So we had to leave Maine early to get a haircut. But it is kind of crap that you have to do everything by appointments. Um, why is that, Stephen? Is it all falling out? Luckily, I've got some pretty good genes here, and at 50 something years old, I still have a head full of hair. So I got really lucky with that. But I don't know if Nick's coming in here. Yeah. So Barnstable, we did that, and like I said, we did the magnet fishing stuff with Colt and those guys. That video is going to come out next week, and it's going to be a little bit more like the one we did a few weeks back with the other kids, the with Dylan and Andrew. That was kind of like more like an adventure video with a little bit of magnet fishing thrown in. So I think that's kind of what this is going to be a little bit more of, because we had no luck on the top of the bridge. The wind was going sideways. And even when I leaned over a little bit, I didn't feel very safe. And that bridge was really high. I think the bridge had to at least been 40 feet up from the water. That would have been a long fall. No, thank you. And then we went down below. My very first toss, I got stuck, of course, because why wouldn't I? So there were some cool dudes that came by. I'm not going to blow that part of it because it's a big part of the video, of them trying to help us rescue it. But I think we got some fun footage. Got to hang out with not only Colt, but he brought his daughter Tatiana. He did bring this other guy with him. I know his name. I'm really bad with it. I want to say it's Brian, but it's not. But he caught a really cool historical item, and since they weren't filming, that it landed in my video. So I'm really psyched to show you what he caught, because it's 100% historic. I do. I opened it up to the trolls. The occasionally, Irwin, and I've thought of going back to this. If I have weeks where I don't have guests, pretty much like this week and a lot of the other weeks, how historical? Well, I want to say it's a minimum of 100 years old. This thing that he pulled out. I'll just say it's an axe. He pulled out an axe. But the way that the handle is set up and stuff, this was hand forged. The handle was made by hand. And literally, like right next to the bridge itself was an old fort. God, what is the name of the fort? I'll have to look it up, Erwin. I'll look it up. But it could have been used by one of the guys there at the fort itself. Oh God, now it's going to eat me up. Not knowing what this is. So hang on one second. Just search for fort in Augusta. Okay, the Old Fort Western. That's what it's called. Old Fort Western. Says as a formal, it was a former British colonial outpost, and it was built in 1754. So, do you? I don't know if this is very Viking-ish, but it's kind of neat. I got a little Viking in me too, very, very tiny bit. Most of what I am is Irish and Scottish, and then there's Swedish, Finnish, stuff like that. But going back to the whole opening it up for trolls, so it's doing landscape like this doesn't throw it into the shorts or the live stream algorithm. You have to kind of look for the video a little bit more than you would normally. And sometimes I do go vertical, so I may do that the next few weeks just to try to bring people in. Yeah, just like I do when I'm live magnet fishing. You know what I mean? Like that type of a thing. It'll go into that feed. Right now, it's not in any feeds unless you follow me or subscribe. I don't think many people really even know that this is on. We'll see. Maybe next week. But where does your Viking ancestry come from? What countries? I can actually pull up ancestry right now and tell you exactly where. But I am actually in my family tree is a guy named William Brewster. And William Brewster was pretty much the only clergyman on the Mayflower when they came over. Um, Literally the only member of the clergy. So when they came here and set up the first colony, he started the first church. But there's also a town here on Cape Cod called Brewster, and that's named after him. He's a direct ancestor. His daughter married Spooner. That was their last name. And actually, my name when I was born is Spooner. You should get a link. Yeah, you should get reparations. Give you your farmland for free. Is that what we need to do? Let's look here. Come on. Where's the DNA stuff? So origins. There he is. BMF. What is up? Brockton Magnafisher. You have not been around for quite a while, my brother. Good to see you. That makes sense. Erwin. That's awesome. I actually know a guy off Cape. I work with one, and his last name is currently Holland. So I wonder, probably would have something to do with the same thing. But yeah, so my ancestry goes Irish, English, French, Germanic Europe, Swedish, Scottish. Finnish, Denmark. Yeah. So not that much Viking. Just a potato eater from Ireland. What is going on, James? How are you, buddy? I appreciate you stopping in to chat. Looks like Brockton just snuck in here too. He's hanging around there in the background. He's been super busy. I actually just talked to him a couple days ago. Um, yeah, dude's got a lot going on, but he's doing good. If anybody else hasn't talked to him, I'm talking like as if he isn't here or something. There he is. He could always just click on the button. He has the link. Come on, bro. Yeah, James, I haven't had a chance to rewatch the video. I just caught you guys when you were premiering it the other day. But what do you think of your cube, man? I love the cube. Okay, so James knows what's up. Half Italian, half Dutch, quarter Viking. That's quite a mishmash too, there, man. Half Italian. I don't know. The Dutch known as kind of like angry people. I figure they'd kind of be calm. So, but they're only one quarter compared to that half Italian and quarter Viking. That Dutch has no chance. Yeah, what I really like about it, James, is that not only is it super strong, but it's super light. I don't know if you've what you throw out there for a regular magnet, but my battle magnet is basically the exact same thing as a brute boss, and that thing weighs a ton. My shoulder, after throwing it, um, I'm usually hurting for a little while. Luis, what is up, buddy? ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? That's as good as I do. Usually throw a Titan, which is basically about the same weight, dude. I think the Titan's like 5 pounds. This thing is like 5 or 6. So unless you're dropping it down, um, that thing is brutal to carry around. Uh, man, I did enjoy having a couple weeks off and using the cube as my backup because it didn't kill me. But if you notice, my man, it having all those flat surfaces, when it grabs onto something, I don't care if it's a little bit weaker than my battle magnet, it seems to grab stuff more because of the flat surface. So I really, really hope that maybe they branch out or other magnet companies start branching out and doing more cubes because I would much rather use a cube over anything else. Yeah. Started out throwing. Good Lord. No bueno to that one. 10-pound magnet. You would literally could not throw that, dude. Or maybe you can. I couldn't. No, without blowing out shoulders, elbows. I'd be crippled by the time I got home. I think Buddy uses something very similar. If Brockton's still in here or not. If he is, all right. Talka said something. Can you translate for me real quick? Carolina's watching on her thing. To all my friends? Okay. That's what it looked like. Yeah, I know a while back, James Brockton had given Buddy a magnet, and it's large. I mean, it's big double-sided one, but I think his isn't that strong though. I don't think it's the 3800. I think it was only 950. but it was still heavy. I've actually saved that magnet once before, even though I'm usually the king of losing my magnets, which I did in this next coming up video next week. Nearly lost another battle magnet, but was able to finally save it with my car. My little CRV is yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about the magnet that you gave Buddy. I think that's like a 950. I totally feel that, Erwin. I totally feel that. Totally, man. You know, when Carolina gets home from shopping or something like that, and I try to meet her outside, I try to grab every bag. And I used to be able to grab them all, but I can't do it anymore. It's a 2000 brute double-sided, yeah, so it's probably just as heavy. That's what it feels like when I'm using the cube. Absolutely. I feel like I can just huck that thing a mile. Um, I think the rope kind of hinders it. I need to get a thinner rope. That's the one that you gave, buddy, 2,000-pound double-sided. For some reason, he seems to think it's 950. Or maybe that was his first magnet or something. I don't know, dude. 10-pound magnet. Yep. All right, then that's exactly what Beardo is talking about. His is 10 pounds too. That's brutal. I don't know how you can throw something around that's so heavy like that. A 10-pound magnet. Nope. The Titan is. I have a Titan too. I have a golden Titan. Um, it's lighter, but not by a ton. I think the Brute Boss is definitely heavier because of that outer the cover that it has on it. It's a super, super thick cover. I think that's where a lot of the weight comes from. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, where is it? I would point it that way. Yeah, that. What you just said. Young and strong. I've been doing PT because I had done something to my shoulder at work probably a while ago, like in March. Everybody's probably heard me harp on it at this point. But I went to PT this week, and the girl that was filling in for my normal PT person, I don't know if she didn't look at my chart or anything like that, because she started having me do all these warm-up exercises, and still just a kid, 51, dude. Till I don't feel like a kid. But anyways, so like I said a while back, I had this injury where like basically this tendon that goes from your bicep all the way up to your labrum, it's starting to like tear itself off. And so rather than do some sort of an exercise that's going to strengthen the muscle around the shoulder, she has me start doing these like stretches that were putting a lot of strain on my shoulder. And I think she actually did worse. I think she might have damaged it more. So I'm really hoping to not have that person fill in ever again. I don't want to do that. That's not a good idea to as a warm-up stretch, especially stretch an area that was damaged from stretching. I don't know. It kind of makes a little bit of sense to me. I'm not sure about you guys, but I kind of find that ridiculous. But at the same time, I'm not a PT person. I do cable. She knows her job. I know mine. So who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she was stretching the muscles that were around the labrum, and maybe that's what the idea was. But I can tell you what, when I left there, I didn't feel very good, and my shoulder didn't feel any good either. So do what you can do. That's all. Both hands and elbows. Good Lord. That's a possibility of where this may go, Beard. it all depends on what this PT does for it. If it still has as much pain as I have, if I still don't have the strength, they're probably going to have to go in and do that. But it not only, yeah, and that's what we were doing with static. I had my arms like in a door frame, Irwin, and she had me kind of like leaning in, and all I could do was feel that pull right in my shoulder. There was no dynamic stretching going on. When she had me like doing rows and things like that, I could feel it, and that was building up actual strength, but that wasn't. But if I do have to have surgery too, James, I mean, my job, they told me it's almost like a 6 to 8 month process to heal. So I'd be out 6 to 8 months from work, but I'd also be out 6 to 8 months from this. And I know you know this because you work just as hard as I do, if not harder. You know, we all work hard because we all have different goals here on YouTube, but I have goals of continuing to go up and up and up and up, you know, and I feel like if I have to take 6 to 8 months off to recover, all this progress will just go right down the toilet. So that's the kind of conundrum that I'm stuck in. Because I could easily just elect to have it done and just do it. But I don't think I can. You know, I literally would have to start going out like right now and just record as much content as I can. I mean, if I were out for 8 months, 8 times 4, I would have to bank 32 videos. There's no way in heck I could do that and still work a full-time job. And we're about to come into fall/winter when we're going to be losing light at the end of the day. So, yeah, surgery would not be very convenient at all. What? Look at the camera. I'm always looking all around, lady. She's yelling at. Yeah, because you're right on the other side here. I don't know if y'all can notice, but I did change the Steve Austin's doctor. Yeah. We'll open up a can of whoop ass on my shoulder. Is that why? Carolina's coming to say hi. She didn't want to be shown in the kitchen, but you want to come over here? That's why I turned the camera around. Weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call him. Dude, I used to love watching his show. He did that show for a little while, and I actually wanted to go on it. Something Ranch. You know who Steve Austin is?
No.
The wrestler, Stone Cold Steve Austin. The one that has like the Austin 316 on his shirt. He's a big bald guy and he pours beer all over himself.
No.
No,
We don't watch the same.
I don't watch.
same videos.
I don't watch wrestling either, lady. This was like old. He's an old wrestler. Yeah. Erwin says howdy. Yeah, so that was basically it, guys. That was our main weekend. Like I said, we had fun hanging out with Colt and those guys. Yeah, it was super quick though. Was really only one full day up in Maine. Next time, it'll be longer.
Yeah, it's hard with the dogs.
Oh, that's Steve Austin. I thought you were talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Bionic Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't know that one.
everybody knows the Bionic Man, yeah. But that's what they would have to do, rebuild that whole shoulder for me. I just don't want to do it because imagine that. You'd have to deal with me sitting on that couch right there for 8 months. That'll work out real well, won't it?
It's okay, but it's just scary because I know people who have surgery in their shoulder.
Right. Hey,
and
Kelly.
It doesn't end up well.
Right.
and they need 2 or 3 surgeries. So that's kind of the scary part.
That is the scary part.
But you have to do what you have to do, and you gotta check with your doctor what is the best option. And
Yeah.
it depends of the job you have. Like if you're working like Nate, he's always using his shoulder. So
Yeah. So at this point, I might as well just get it fixed so I can continue to use it before I
but
can't use it anymore.
it all depends. Like if you have PT and it doesn't work, or
Yeah.
it's just see how it goes. But surgery, it's a really tough decision.
Yeah. I don't want to do it. What are you laughing at over here? Steven's laughing because he remembers Steve Austin. All us older guys know what we're talking about. I didn't know what you meant at first, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was the first Austin that popped into my head. There's Jason. What's going on, buddy? How have you been doing out there, Jason? Summer's wrapping up.
I feel like it was very fast,
It was a wicked fast summer.
and it wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be. Well,
What are you
every
talking
year
about?
every year is very hot. This year was not as hot as I thought.
Right. Yay, nay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think so because I saw got someone in the green room hanging out with their green screen. So chilling. There we go. Senior year yesterday. Colin, my son, starts a second, and Talia also starts a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
Stephen.
hot.
I spot.
It was hot, lady.
Where?
It was hot here. What are you talking about?
It was not hot. It was last year we have the AC blasting 24/7.
Yeah.
This year it has been like we put it late, and there are some days that we're not using it.
See, that's not what it to look forward to there. I don't know what he's doing down there. Another spike suite. I still have a bunch of them to give away, but they didn't turn out. I might have ruined them. So yeah, exactly. Not hot. Yeah.
Well, it's so funny
Let's take
because
you up to Maine and you can say, "Oh, it's not cold.
tropical.
It's not cold."
No, it's funny because um I came from a place that is very hot.
What up?
What's up? What up? What up, bro?
You gave me the thumb, even though you got that weird green screen going on in the background there.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to find it. I can't find the green screen on here for some reason.
They buried it now. It's in they buried it in visual effects. Is that where it
What?
is now? Yeah, if you
Visual effects.
click the gear and then you'll see in visual effects.
There's no gear.
Yeah. There's no gear down at the bottom, like below the panel here.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I probably
In
have to put
StreamYard.
it on. You know what? I might have to put it on desktop. Give me one sec.
Oh, there you go. I don't like when it does that. There we go. He must be doing it on his phone. Look under weather channel effects. Yeah. Got me for a second. That went right over my head, Erwin. It's all good. Let's see if he comes back. But that's why he couldn't use his green screen. He was trying to do it on his phone.
Mhm.
We're out of here in like 8 minutes. No, we don't have to be. Wait and see if he comes back. It's been a while since Brockton's been around. I just met a blacksmith the other day. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I can translate typos. It's the only language besides English that I know is typo. But that's awesome. I would love to learn how to make a knife or two out of these spikes.
It's so funny because my great grandfather was a blacksmith.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe you can do it, lady.
He was a
Go on,
blacksmith,
go make me a knife out of this one. It's in your blood.
but he was from Spain.
Okay.
Yeah, he was from Spain, and his wife was the Native American
Oh, yeah.
from Colombia.
Where did this guy go? No, but I messed up with these spikes, Jason. After they came out so great, after the engraving, like a doofus, I went and sprayed them with clear coat, and the clear coat made it look muddy. On some of these spikes, you can't even read the writing. Yep. But you know what he did tell me? The guy that did the spikes says next time, coat it first,
And then do it.
and then he'll do it. That's what I should have done. Yeah, live and learn, Jason. You know, it was the first time, whatever, laser engraving anything that comes out of the water. So now I'll know to seal it first. Or start hand painting them. I could do that. Make designs on them. Yeah, right. You too, Stephen. I greatly appreciate it, man. We're actually, unless Brocktonian figures out what he's doing, we're out of here shortly too. I usually only run till about 8:30, but appreciate you popping in. Is it near like a train bridge or something, Jason? I was mentioning this to Nick Magnet Junkie the other day. The amount of railroad spikes and the weird places we find them. I actually found one in our yard. And then remember one day you guys were at the pond, and I brought the metal detector,
Mm-hmm.
and I found one at the pond, like
But there was
in the beach sand. It wasn't there was one, but it wasn't close. It was maybe like 400 or 500 feet away.
Mhm.
So how did that spike get from the train track to the beach sand?
Well, it kind of makes sense.
Maybe somebody brought it.
I think it's made more sense than finding one here in the backyard.
Yeah,
Way too far from there.
I get it, Kelly, because that would ruin everything. Everything that I do with the channel, unfortunately, is on this very machine. There's a trail that used to be a train track. Okay, it went from Lebanon to Concord. Makes sense. I don't know. Hopefully, you back stuff up, Kelly. I don't know if you do, but I try to back everything up. I have a 2 terabyte backup, external hard drive. Carolina even has one now too. She was pulling stuff off an old computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pictures. Oh.
Found him in your neck. That's got to be itchy. That's got to be itchy, man. I know what this dude's doing, but oh, there we go. There was a train wreck on that trail in 1960s.
Well, that's very.
All right,
There we
much
go.
better, right?
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful house.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it.
Like your piano.
Yeah, right. What's up? How you doing, everybody?
Good. What's new with you, man?
Good, good. Kelly, friggin' 603 Magnet Pirate.
Yeah, Kelly's been having computer problems.
Owen, what's going on?
She's just saying hard drive is fine, but something else is not working.
Hmm.
There he is. The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Yeah. in his own mind, Jason.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
The man, the legend himself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So what's new, man? You were you busy today?
I don't have a straw for it, so gonna have to deal with the sucking. Yeah. Um. So I went to a restaurant today. What a sucky day, bro. So yesterday I went to this restaurant.
Yeah.
There was a hood that wasn't working. The
Right.
motor wasn't working. So I said, well, I normally don't do hoods. I just stay in the kitchen, but I know how to work on them. Let's go up to the roof. So I checked it out. I'm like, it's the motor. Oh, I knew you were going to tell me that. It's going to be like $1,000. And I said, it's up to you, man. I said, to get you out of like $1,000 motor, maybe I can just replace the capacitor. But I'm telling you right now, usually the capacitor burns out.
Keeps on burning out. Yeah.
The motor burns out the capacitor. So there is a
Right.
reason why that capacitor burned out. He's like, yeah, I'm just looking for something, man. So, can you help me? I'm new to the business and stuff. I said, sure, no problem. So I order the capacitor. I go and pick it up today, this morning.
Right.
I get over there. I install the new capacitor on the motor. Bro, I'm about to collect my check. Okay. So I do all the paperwork and stuff. I put it all in the Square app, and it
Right.
throws a nice business receipt with my logo and everything on it. I send it out to him. I'm like, okay, you should have got it in your email. He's like, all right, wonderful, thanks, man, I appreciate it. I'm like, okay. I leave. It was working fine. I leave. I get in my car. I'm putting my tools away and all that stuff. Like this has been like 15, 20 minutes the motor's been on.
Right.
He runs out and says, it shut off. I was like,
Oh, Jesus.
okay.
Yeah.
So I went back in. I felt the breaker first, and the breaker was piping hot. So I was like, okay, so it might be a bad breaker, but let me go check the motor. I went upstairs to the roof. I friggin' touched the motor. It was piping hot. So I said, okay, let me I reset it down there. So let me just turn it on. And I heard, and then it started going. I was like, friggin' motor's done, man.
Right.
But I wouldn't have known that because the motor wasn't working. So
Right.
um, I told him, I said, okay, well, I replaced the capacitor. Like I told you, it could be the motor, and that's a bigger job and more
It
money.
is. Right.
So the other owner came over to me and started like swearing at me, saying, "Well, I mean, you came over here and you thought you knew what you're doing and stuff like that. You didn't know what you're doing, so why did you even do it anyways?" He's like, "Now it doesn't even work." And da 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 da. Da. I said, "Wait, hold on a second, buddy. It was not working already."
Right.
I say, I said, so there's that. And then the other guy goes, listen, do me a favor, like, what can you do for me though? Like, you come over, you did this, now I paid you this, and still not working. What can you do for me? I said, okay, listen, I'll put the motor in for free, but you're buying the motor. He said, okay. So of course, like on the parts, I made a little money on it, and I'm gonna get them
Right.
for the labor too.
Of
So
course.
I gave him the price. It was like $731.37, and he's like, "Oh, I know I can get this for like 250, $300 or something somewhere. I got buddies of mine in the industry and stuff. So, I mean, just give me the number and I'll get it myself, and then you can put it in for free."
Put it in for
I s-
free.
I said, "All right, you know what? Let me do you a favor. The 125 that you paid me for today for the 1 hour,
Yeah.
I'm refunding it right now to you, and you can deal with this on your own. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to find the deal that I give you, 125 an hour. Everybody else is 195 an hour plus.
Right.
So I'm the cheapest one, and your motor, people will not double, they will triple the price on the motor. So good luck with that. So then I hit the refund button and I said, "Have a nice day. Don't ever call me again. Bye bye."
Well, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks because you try to put
It's
yourself out there trying to, do something that maybe isn't necessarily your specialty, but you at least gave it a shot, and
yeah. No,
yeah.
you know what he said to me? Well, why didn't you replace the motor in the first place? I said, "Whoa, wait a
We have
minute.
to order one.
I did say that you needed a motor,
Right.
but you wanted me to go with the capacitor because it was cheaper.
Right.
You okayed it." And he's
Yeah.
like,
That's what you told
"Yeah,
me to
but
do.
well," he's like, "Well, I'm not the person in that specialty. You're the one that knows what you're doing in that area, whatever. So you should have known this." And I'm like, "Really? Okay. Well, have a nice day."
Hey, David,
So
what's up, buddy?
so right after that, I get a call, and there's a lady that needs me to come and fix a dishwasher, a flat top, and a stove top.
Yeah.
So I went, I fixed all three. It took about 4 hours for everything.
Right.
Dude, I walked out with $565 check.
Of course you did.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
That was all profit. That was it.
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
amazing.
That's what Erwin's saying. He wouldn't want to eat there if they're going to be cooking on cheap equipment.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, agreed.
You
So
must
that's
see, you doing more of the kitchen stuff than I do at work, but I walk through a lot of kitchens, doing cable and stuff like that because usually the offices are like through the kitchen. Um, I don't know how many you've seen, but I've seen multiple restaurants on Cape that I know I'll never eat at because their kitchens were disgusting.
there's plenty of them out there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you see multiples a day
Don't ever eat at a Friendlies. Just telling you.
at a Friendlies.
Yeah,
That's good to
there's
know. Not
only
that there's any
there's
of those
only
anymore.
there's only like one or two out there now. But there is because I just went to one the other day and I gave them my card. Um, there's a restaurant that I would bring my kids. Well, a fast food restaurant, whatever. It's Five Guys. They have the cleanest kitchens ever,
Do they? Yeah.
and they check their food all the time.
Hmm. Interesting.
And
That's
in
good to know.
Cordoba, same thing.
Right.
You know
That's like
Cordoba?
a that's like a burrito place, right? Yeah.
Cordoba.
Qdoba.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cordoba, yeah.
There was one of those on the Cape here. It's gone now, but there used to be a Chinese restaurant called Royal Palace. And like everybody called it a dump place because the bar was definitely kind of dumpy. The floor was sticky because, drunks hung out there. But I'd been in their kitchen and they had one of the most immaculate kitchens I'd ever seen.
See?
And yeah, and from what everybody else would say, they were like, "Oh, I bet it's gross," because that bar is
Hmm.
nasty. I'm like, "No, the bar's nasty because there's alcohol. No one's drinking in the kitchen, at
Yeah,
least that we know of."
Well, I
exactly.
gotta go.
Exactly.
You gotta go.
Yeah, it was nice to see you.
Very nice seeing you. Carolina,
Bye.
have a great night, okay?
You too. Bye, everybody.
Take care. See ya.
Are you going
Yeah,
back to
no.
cooking?
What's that? Oh, you're talking to her.
It's all good.
So yeah,
Yeah, she's taking off too. I appreciate you, Kelly. I hope the computer figures itself out here and you're able to get back up with it. I couldn't live without my laptop, so I feel your pain.
Kelly, it was great. It was great seeing you. I haven't seen you in a long time. And 603 to Jason. I mean, Nate, I haven't been on YouTube for a long time. I do go on vertical sometimes live, um, here and there, but this is like the first the first one that I kind of did it like this. You know what I mean? For a while,
There you
long
go.
time.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't the restaurant, Erwin. Maybe that was your ex-girlfriend. Sure, she
Yeah,
wasn't just dropping flies.
yeah. That's probably what happened to get a free check.
That sounds pretty sketchy. No. There you go. Jason said he catches you on TikTok. I see you on TikTok
Yeah,
too, but
that's right. That's right.
I tried that other app. I just can't do the other one.
Which one?
Whatever that favorited one. I just
Yeah.
for some reason it just never took off for me, so I uninstalled it.
Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Probably. Yeah. No, I get you.
Are you still using that?
A little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are too many apps, Jason. I
Yeah.
can't
There
juggle them
is.
all. That's why I've stayed focusing on just YouTube, dude, because I can't. I mean, I'm good at multitasking, but trying to deal with this, Facebook, Instagram, everything, it's too much. So I've
Mm.
literally had to figure out what one thing do I want to focus on. So yeah, I can't do all of it.
See, the other apps that I mess around with are streaming apps.
Right.
That's the difference. Like I'm actually out there like hanging out, battling and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if somebody like
But you make
starts
cash at that, right? You make cash off those battles?
throwing gifts and stuff at you, yep,
Huh.
that's what I'm saying, Nate. I mean, if you wanted to try it, we can go on together, and then we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I can bring you in like a battle with other people, and other people will be on there. Like it'll be like four people,
Right.
but I can,
I've seen it. Like I have watched you on there. It's just I didn't stick around for more than probably a couple weeks.
yeah,
But yeah, Erwin, there are people that can do that too. And I would like to start doing that for our live streams, is
do
streaming
what?
to a bunch of different, doing what he's talking about. Multi-streaming, so you might, this program right here, StreamYard, could do that, but I would have to have like the crazy paid version, and then I could go across
See,
to all sorts of different streams.
see, that's another thing. Yes, you can do that. Um, the only problem with that is say you're like, you're on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, right? Somebody starts talking to you on Facebook, you're not looking over at Facebook, you're looking at
Right.
YouTube. And you're not having your full attention on that one person that's talking. So
Yeah,
that could get annoying on the other end because
yeah,
I've
and
had that same problem.
that's part of it too, like I'm just now, like, after a year and a half or so of going live while we're magnet fishing, I'm just starting to get used to being live, you know what I mean? And then like
Gotcha.
trying to do it on multiple platforms, that's just too much. I like focusing on
Right.
YouTube alone, because then I can deal with the audience,
Hmm.
plus I've, over that year and a half or whatever, have met enough people that I have really good mods, you know? So anybody comes in there with any sort of lip and they're gone within a half a second.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Really heavy
Got
in my
drainage issues,
background.
Erwin?
You got the clogged pipes, dude.
Yeah, I hear that
That's
too, Jason. It's always busy in this household too. I'm sure it is with Brockton too. With school starting back up, things are getting
yeah.
hectic.
Well,
He
yeah.
always is, Jason. Erwin is always on his game.
Everyone's on his game.
I think it's that caps lock power that he has. You know what I mean? As soon as he hits
Oh,
that
oh
caps
yeah,
lock, it's on like
yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Well, he can see it better, I guess, and he thinks
Yeah,
that we can see it better.
I can see it better. I
I
appreciate
mean,
the
but
screaming at us all day long.
well, the good thing is about the caps lock is it locks caps lock is when say like you're in FL Thunders live or something. He has like 80 people in there or something. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's something they're gonna see with the caps lock. You
That's why
know.
I always throw in if I want to grab an attention, I'll throw in a couple like, horns up, like hand symbols or something, or a wave.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly it, dude. I don't have to I don't have to squint to look at your texter when I can read that stuff right away.
Yeah. Honestly, if everybody wants to do the caps, feel free.
Yeah, it just says nothing but help us out. So we appreciate it. Hit that caps lock.
Especially when I'm like looking at my cell phone
Yeah,
right now. Caps lock it
yeah.
works really well.
I didn't disappear. I just went to go grab something, but I
Didn't
mean,
even notice.
I'd rather not have to like wear these all day long. You know what I mean? This
Yeah,
makes it even worse. What? Makes me
that's
feel even
funny.
older. That's why I don't wear them.
Bro, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
Um,
So I don't know if you heard earlier when you were coming in here, but I went up to Maine to see my son,
yeah,
and
you told me about that. You were gonna go,
Colt,
remember?
yeah, Colt only lives like 30, 40 minutes away, so he came up with his daughter and some of his friends and met me up in Augusta. Oh, and there he is.
Sorry.
Speaking of which, what's up, dude? Oh, and there is Hawk. It has been a long time. Hawk, what is up, my man?
What the hell?
I ended up hooking up with Simple Shot, dude, and gave away that slingshot at the 5K, like I said. Josh from 508 Magnets won it, and I know he's going to probably film something with it.
Wait, he
So,
hooked up with what, dude?
so Hawk, this buddy of the channel here, he's big into using slingshots and stuff, and he's really like amazing with it. This dude can hit like a dime from a couple 100 feet away. Um,
Wow.
but anyways, when I was doing the 5K, I wanted to kind of include a lot of the different little niches that of people that hang around the channel and stuff. And a company that he knew of, I reached out to them and they sent me a slingshot to give away.
No way.
And Josh won it. Yeah.
Of course Josh won
So
it. The prick. He always wins the good stuff. Bro, I'm
I'm
cutting
down
my
cold.
nails. I'm cutting my nails and I ended up shooting a nail somewhere and I can't find it now.
That time where you got to sit down now, Jason? You can't stand anymore?
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Colt, what's
Yeah.
up, brother? Colt's in there?
Hey, Lorraine, how are you? Yeah, Colt's in here, and Lorraine just popped in. Glad you got the stickers.
Wait, Colt and Lorraine? What's
Loretta, not
up?
Lorraine.
I was like, Lorraine. No, that's
Yeah,
Loretta.
Loretta. I don't know why I even said that.
I haven't seen that. We do have a Lorraine. I don't know where she's been. It's been a long time since I seen Lorraine.
I don't actually know a Lorraine, so I don't know why I even came up with that name.
Loretta, you remember Lorraine, right? Back in the day.
Nah. Colt says, "How you doing, buddy?"
What's up, Colt? Yo, didn't you remember a Lorraine before, Loretta?
Mm-mm.
There was a
I,
Lorraine in the community. Lorraine from the block. No, in the community. She's a punk. She's like Lorraine from the block.
yeah.
No, not Lorraine from the block.
Jay, what is happening? Appreciate you sneaking in here, saying hello.
Jay, don't play. Sup, sister?
Jay's been crushing it lately too. She's
Oh
been
yeah?
putting a ton of videos out.
Wait, when I'm live with you, I'm live on my channel, huh?
No, I don't have the multi-stream.
Oh, wait. No, I am, but I'm not monetized, right? Does that mean?
I'm pretty sure you can't because
Wait,
you're logged
am
on
I
through
live?
StreamYard.
Brockton should come out with us to New Hampshire.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You know what? When is it, Colt?
He says a couple weeks, something like that.
Oh, in a couple
I
weeks.
yeah, he so there's a guy Mischief Magnet or Magnet Mischief, it's Donnie. Um he lives up in New Hampshire, and so that's kind of what me and Josh tried to do a few weeks ago, was meet up with these guys, but they were both working.
Uh, that's what happens. People work.
Yeah, we got damn jobs, Colt.
Yeah, friggin' jobs. Do it. You know what? Fuck, friggin' quit. I almost swore.
It's all right.
I almost quit.
I've slipped more than a few times.
I am such a freaking potty mouth. We're all adults here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we
Yeah,
say
it
shit
doesn't.
at
If
least?
it's an if it's an accidental bomb, it doesn't matter.
We can say
Yeah,
shit, not
you can
the
say
F
shit.
word.
I say shit all the time.
Shit
Those
and
things called
ass.
jobs suck. Exactly. I'm ready to retire. See, everybody's in an agreement here. Yeah, that's
Just don't
Lorraine
call me
Day.
Lorraine.
Stop calling her
It's
Loretta. We
funny.
changed her name.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so if no one knows what happened was I got let go of my job on the 7th. They ended up making me do cold side, and I'm not cold side, I'm hot side only when it comes to fixing commercial food equipment in kitchens, in like restaurants, hotels, hospitals, things like that. That's what my expertise is like in kitchens. I've been doing it for like 6 years off and on.
Right.
Um, so when they put me on the cold side, I was replacing fan motors and all this other stuff on like walk-in freezers, walk-in coolers, all the low boys and stuff like that. I don't know anything about that, so I got callbacks, and they ended up firing me because I was getting too many callbacks, and I think I was set up. What they did was they had a program over there at
Right.
that job, and they would train for 6 weeks to learn hot side
To do.
and cold side.
Right.
So they were hiring like people fresh out of high school to do it. So now I'm out there doing my own business, doing the same thing, and I'm making a pretty good penny out there doing it myself. I don't have an overhead.
Yeah.
I charge 65 to come out, 125 an hour, and restaurants are paying for it. So I'm trying to get on maintenance plans and stuff like that too. So um, I can start like maybe charging people like every quarter, like 500-600 bucks. I'll come and maintenance all your equipment on a small kitchen. On a
Right.
medium-sized kitchen is probably like a one like probably like $1,000 every quarter, in like a large kitchen, like a really large kitchen with like 30 more pieces or whatever. Then you're probably looking at like 1,800 or 2,000 every quarter.
Wow.
So the company my husband was working for fired everyone over 50. Yeah, see,
Holy
that's
moly.
crazy.
I wouldn't be able to do that, but my company, the company I work for, they actually have this thing called a VERP program, which is voluntary retirement plan. And the way that they do their numbers is whatever your age is plus the amount of time it would be to retirement. And that's when they will start to offer you early retirement. So I know some guys that were like 57, 58 last year that retired. They, they actually went and got other jobs because they couldn't retire at 57 or 58, but the company basically bought them out. And then because they had been there for 20, 25 years, they might have been offered between 8 to 12 months of paid time. So they're actually still technically getting paid from the company for 8 to 12 months, but you don't have to work.
See,
It's like a
that's the thing.
severance or whatever.
See, that's the thing. When I got fired on the 7th, guess what? They gave me a severance pay. And when you get a severance pay,
Right.
they know they're in the wrong.
That's usually why.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, 'cause they're trying to buy you. They're trying to. It's like settling in court when you
trying to buy you out.
when you touch somebody inappropriately and you're all of a sudden throwing cash at the situation. Usually means that you did something messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I got that, I'm like, okay, and then I got my pay for the week um and the severance. I'm like, okay, so I just walked away with almost $4,000.
Yeah.
So well, I'll be okay. I'll be okay to just say screw you and start moving on and try to build my business. And now I'm trying to do this unemployment thing and just keeps on kicking my ass, man. Like
Yeah. It is.
they're trying to say that I was like let go because of my performance and stuff. And I told them, I told unemployment that yes, it was because of my performance, but this is what happened, XYZ. And then they were asking questions like, have you ever got written up for what you got fired from? And I
Right.
said, no, I never got written up for that. Have you ever got
Right.
written up before? Yes. What was it for? And it gave me like a description box.
Right.
And I said, well, it was for a certain VIP restaurant. Um, I went to order a pot and then I left like we usually do in every restaurant. But this
Right.
restaurant, I was supposed to call in to see if we had that pot. So I didn't know this and I just ordered the pot and walked away. And they
Right.
already had another oven, but they got,
Gesundheit.
thank you. Excuse me. So I was like, you know what? I was like, all right, well, let me oh, he was like, "Oh, can I talk to you in the office?" I'm like, "Sure." He goes in the door, shuts it. He's like, "Why didn't you call me when that restaurant was down? Why didn't you call me?" I said, "They have two ovens, and it wasn't that busy, and I can get the pot tomorrow. What's the problem? We do this with all the other restaurants.
Right.
This isn't another restaurant. I'm writing you up." So he checked off verbal and written. I said,
Wow.
"Whoa, wait a minute. You're checking off two boxes." He goes, "Yeah, this is a verbal. I'm talking to you, and I'm doing a written right now." I said, "No, this is
Yeah. You don't get to do
one
two at
time.
once. Yeah.
One time. This is a verbal." And he goes, "Well, this is for me to put away and file because I don't have anything like this. I wrote somebody else up the other day, and you're the second one." And I'm like, okay. So
All
here
right.
I am, like thinking this guy's on a firing spree, right?
Right.
Four other guys got fired before I got fired, and they hired six brand new guys.
Right. So that goes to tell you that it wasn't necessarily you or your skill that got you fired. It was they were looking to get any reason to let go of you guys that were making money to
Yep.
hire the cheap guys.
To hire the cheap guys to give them a little less than what they were
Yeah.
paying us,
Eh,
so they're more profit in their pocket.
Yeah. A lot of companies are feeling that. They're trying to, but here's where what's happening to them is it's backfiring
Yep.
because our generation, you know what I mean? Like we actually will, even if we're miserable somewhere, we will work because that's what we've been taught to do is to just do our jobs, put our heads down. You know what I mean? Um, these younger ones, they don't do that. You know what I mean? Like literally, those guys are going to last a couple weeks, and then they're going to be calling you guys again. Like we need you guys back. You know?
Mm. No, Jay, you know what? You know what? What's going to happen is this guy is going to get it tenfold. I know he is because he's just like that type of guy. But it's really been like a blessing in disguise because I've been out there killing it, and I'm hoping that the business picks up more.
Get
So,
well, dude.
like right
Like we're
now, my Yelp account is not really working out good.
no,
I called them. Well, I called them about it, and I talked to a person actually um, yesterday, and we walked over everything, and he said, "Listen, I'm looking at like everybody else that's in the area that does your type of equipment, repair and stuff like that in commercial kitchens, and you have the best page out there." He goes, "You have all SEO. Did somebody help you with this?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "You have all the SEO, you have all the keywords,
right,
you have stuff in your portfolio. I mean, you did your page the right way. You're gonna get seen out there. Other people are just saying, 'We fix this,' and then give it a phone number and email." So he
right,
goes, that's you have to look at it this way. You just signed up with Yelp. Get some reviews. Call your people that you fix things on, whatever. Have them put reviews on you. And he's like, I think they're gonna start rolling in, man. I was like, okay, that's cool. Thank you. So right now the advertisement is expensive.
oh yeah,
It's like 450 a month, but I'm hoping that it like at least pays me something so I can pay that. You know what I mean?
right,
I don't I told him, I said, I'm not gonna pay 450 a month and not get anything out of it
and get nothing,
because
right,
yeah, I said I want at least I said, listen, buddy, like if I get 2 or 3 jobs, I'm gonna be able to pay that. I said,
right.
but right now I'm not getting anything at all.
Well, you were saying the
So
other day when I talked to you that you had a couple that day that worked
yep,
out all right for you.
yep,
So maybe those people start talking to their people. You know, everybody in the business knows other people in the business.
yep,
So, you know, if one of them screwed for something, they can't reach a hold of their guy, they're going to reach out to friends and say, "Do you know a guy?" And that's where
exactly.
those calls are going to start coming from.
Listen, the
Exactly. You
good
will be
thing,
blown up.
yeah, I appreciate that. The good thing is I have money for my mortgage and my cell phone bill. I paid every other bill.
There you go.
So
Yep.
I have that.
What up, Jody?
At the end of the day, if I if I need to, at the end of the day, I mean, I've been boots on the ground every single day, bro. I'm
Yeah.
going out, boots on the ground, dropping off my business card to everybody.
Yep.
Everybody. Aki, what's up, Jody? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, it's what you got. It's what you got to do, though. You know, your wallet should basically be bulging with your business cards in it. You know,
Yeah,
just so you're dropping them at the front counters, especially if people are too busy. You know, just anywhere that has a kitchen.
yeah, yeah. No, honestly, and that's what it was meant to be. And
And
you
you are
are.
where you're supposed to be, is what he
Oh
means.
wait. Oh, okay. Well, you're supposed to be. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Exactly.
he's talking a lot about karma. I completely believe in that stuff too, Jason. You know, just like he was talking about someone back here, Loretta was talking about her husband had gotten fired, or what was it?
Was it Loretta? No, it wasn't Loretta. It was Lorraine.
It wasn't Lorraine. There's no Lorraine in here. No, it was Jason that actually said it. He got fired 3 years ago, and 2 months ago he got a better job, more pay, and his old boss was fired and arrested.
See, there you go. Yes, when one door closes, one opens. Exactly. You know
That's how
what,
it always works.
Jay, I a lot of people can say what they want, but I believe in God, and I believe that God's got my back on this, and he's the one that closed that door, and he just opened up a door for me. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, and
yeah.
we'll see how it takes me. You know, see where it takes me.
Well, the idea is you know when you face a lot of adversity, that's usually a sign that a big thing is about to happen for you, and it's how you choose to face that adversity. You can either say this sucks, I fucking hate this, and you're not going to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, or you can be like, okay, I'm just going to push past this and see what's on the other side. You know, the people that push through and get to that other side, that's usually what's waiting for you. Is that payment after the hard work, after the struggle? You know what I mean? Like, stuff doesn't come for free. You have to work, you have to struggle, you have to suffer. It's just unfortunately part of life, you know? Um,
Wow, Loretta said the company my husband worked for files for bankruptcy and closed down. Wow, that's that's crazy.
so he allowed you to, so he's given you free reign to bring hell on earth, Erwin? Is that what you're saying, buddy?
Fed caps. Before we know it, we'll be seeing your commercials for your business. Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
man. You know, and that's the thing is like I need to just keep doing what I'm doing, keep dropping off the cards, um,
Yeah.
get more Yelp reviews. Um,
It's not just Yelp
so
either. You want to get some stuff on Google reviews too.
well, see, that's the thing. The exactly the Google reviews is huge. Google and Yelp.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't use
look at it.
Yelp as much as Google.
I'm job hunting now. It's time for bigger and better things. So, Jay, are you like doing this just because we're talking about this right now? That's amazing. I'm glad that we were able to change your mind. That's pretty strong, isn't that?
Yeah.
Nate, we just helped somebody. That's awesome. Anybody else want to quit their job?
Yeah, we can help you out. We can help you out.
Yo, you know what's crazy? My brother-in-law, my sister's
Yeah.
husband, right? He told me like the same freaking day. No, I'm sorry, not my brother-in-law. The same week my brother-in-law ended up losing his job. And I was talking I'm trying to think. I was talking on something. I forget what social media it was. Maybe it was here. But I lost my job. And somebody lost their job like 3 hours before I lost my job.
That's insane.
Same day. For bullshit.
Loretta says, "What's the name of your business?"
What? I can't put that out there, Loretta. My email, my address, my telephone number. No, not my address. I don't have my address on there. I have my business telephone number on there. I can't give my personal stuff out like that on the internet, Loretta. You crazy? Jay don't play is in here. She friggin' stalks me, bro.
You're crazy.
I'm just kidding. She's laughing. She's dying right now. I guarantee it. She's freaking dying, bro.
Well, Brocktonian, it's
Don't tell me you're leaving, bro. It's only freaking
yeah,
9 o'clock.
I know. I'm usually off by 8:30.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't
your
do this all
wedding.
night.
You see what she wrote?
Yeah,
She's
yep.
crazy.
See, we're already.
Wait, hold on. I just asked.
The name of your business so I could give you a Yelp review. No, I appreciate that. I thank you so much. What, you're gonna pretend you're one of the kitchens?
All you gotta do is use
You're,
the word Lorraine. No one will know.
yeah, exactly. Just say you're Lorraine.
No,
That's
but
funny.
seriously, dude, I'm gonna dip out of here. I gotta
Okay,
work
okay.
tomorrow, and Thursday nights are usually I'm usually off. Already has a robot clone of you. Mine as well. There you go.
China talk. You know what? I mean, Arlen, you're extremely right about that. I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, that we all have a robot um clone of us. I
somewhere.
mean, I use ChatGPT all the time, and I'm hearing a lot of stories about ChatGPT. Like
Yeah, it does.
they're taking over the freaking world type stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be careful what you say with it because it stores everything.
Worst
Worst
guy
guy,
ever.
Evan.
Worst guy Evan. Now
Yeah,
she's calling me Evan, and she's Lorraine. Okay.
there you go. You guys have changed names now. You guys are
Yes.
gonna have to get into a big battle on your Yelp page about service. She'll be Lorraine, you be Evan.
She said,
Just kidding.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna take
Brockton,
off
shut
here,
up. The
dude.
man's gotta sleep. Okay. Hey,
I
have a
don't
good
have
night,
to sleep.
brother.
You too, man, and everybody else that
Great
was
seeing
hanging out
you.
with us.
Yes,
100%, dude. I send you the link every week.
I appreciate it. Yeah. No, I know. I know.
And this
Uh,
this was your former show, man. It's not like I'm taking your space. This was your space.
he really does. He is so awesome. He sends me the freaking link every single week, and I
Good
I
night, Nate.
don't I'm doing
Night,
good night,
Lorraine.
Nate. Good night, Lorraine. Wait, hold on. It might be Lorena. Maybe it's Lorena Bobbitt.
Oof, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. All right, take care.
All right,
Hey,
guys. We'll
everyone,
talk to you
thank you
guys all
so
later.
much. Everybody, you have a wonderful night. Take care, guys.
We'll talk to you, man.
See ya.